But I feel like that mentality of being unstoppable is something that you just can't underestimate.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This content is presented by Arena Plus, Astigsa Sports.
But I gotta ask you, he's gonna be is scheduled to fight Bivol.
Yeah.
What do you think about that one? Skills versus power.
I think Bevel has a great chance of winning this. But you also have to understand, because people think that Beterbiev is just power. But you also have to understand that Beterbiev has a higher amateur fights with more wins. So technically, he's actually a better fundamental fighter
Mm-hmm.
than Bivol. People overlook this, but he's had more amateur fights and more wins and higher percentages of wins than Bivol. But it's
Wow.
just because
Good
Bivol,
perspective.
people don't see that because they overlook it because of
Because
his
we don't
power.
look at the amateur fights. We looked at the pro.
E-
He demolished everyone. He's a power puncher.
exactly. But
But that's
people
a good
say
idea. Yeah. Go ahead.
people think of him as a power puncher. But if you watch, especially the Beterbiev versus Yarde fight, he's a very technically sound fighter, and he doesn't rely on his power, even though it's non-stop. So it may give that that perspective that it keeps on going, or it's all about power. He doesn't. He's fluid with his movement, and really, when you look at his punches, probably a lot of those he's not exerting as much energy as you think.
But better BM may have a lot of amateur fights and may have experience in a lot of amateur, have skills. But Bivol is different. I mean, Bivol is a high level boxer. Who
Almost
do you think
definitely.
has who's favored in this fight? Who's the underdog?
I mean,
I
there's a
know
funny
better
guess.
BF is your favorite, but who's the favorite? Who's the
I would say
underdog
just
here?
purely because of the weight of the win against Canelo, is
Mm-hmm.
Bivol is gonna always have that advantage, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's a bigger name, and it's like, hey, that's that's the guy that beat Canelo. That's the guy that beat the pound for pound best. So it's always gonna be difficult to just from the fans' perspective or the outside perspective, to put him above Bivol. So Bivol, I feel
Okay.
like, especially just on the betting odds, is Bivol is gonna be
Yeah.
on top. I feel.
Initially, when people asked me about this, I was thinking Bivol is gonna win because skills pays the bills. But after watching the last fight of Better BF, I just felt like the power is just gonna be too much. That
Mm.
it would change the fight of Bivol. So for me, I'm leaning towards Better BF now. But what is your prediction of this fight?
I would say it goes late, but it would be a late stoppage. Better Biv is 20-0 with 20 stoppages, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. So it's hard to go against something that is hasn't been proven otherwise. Do you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to say? So every single opponent has tried, but none of them, albeit not as ex- uh, skillful as Bivol. But I feel like that mentality of being unstoppable is something that you just can't underestimate. Because Bivol is going in there like, I've been in here 20 times, and I've stopped every single one of them. And that's just a
Yeah.
mentality you're gonna have to really kill for in order to stop. Because Bivol's not gonna stop. I mean,
All
Beterbiev
right.
is not gonna stop.
Okay. So